testament to Val Engineer.
A magnificent beast.
You have proven yourself to chaos. Approach the altar and receive your reward, Challenger.
I accept the wisdom of the Val. I feel a murmur of power within them.
This is a find. A Val ruin that hasn't been looted? No one from camp has managed to make it to this part of the jungle and survive. Until now. This mechanism, if powered with a small soul core, it could open that door. There should definitely be soul cores somewhere around here. They had to power these constructs somehow. Look for a red crystal a bit bigger than your fist. It should be warm to the touch. Why, you ask? That'd be the soul trapped inside. Near the end of civilization, the Val tried to combat a worsening labor shortage by sacrificing their own citizens to power constructs. Designed to till the fields, mine the quarries and the like. They were quite a marvel. As it turns out, human souls don't make for a very sustainable fuel source. And so began their downward spiral. Rather silly for such an intellectual people, wouldn't you say? Oh, goodness!
They live! A treasure room? I should take a look.
74 shipments of soul cores in the span of 3 moons. 74 shipments, and it still won't be enough. If our fears become realized, we have put our lives on the line because Doriani asked us to do so. I accept this, and I am not a traitor to the Queen, but sometimes loyalty requires protecting her from her own mistakes. We need more time. We just need more time.
Awakens.
1, your duty has ended. I should call Alva.
This is the largest soul core I've ever seen. With this, we could power the mechanism in the waterways. But it isn't charged. There is still latent energy residing here. From what I can gather, these lines in the stonework should lead to generators. You might need to find some more soul cores to spin them up, but everything looks to be in surprisingly decent condition. Maybe the constructs have been maintaining all this. In any case, let's hope it still functions. We'll then have to remove that large soul core from the wall, of course. But that shouldn't be a problem.
I'll need a larger soul core for this. I must admit, it is impressive that all this still functions.
I do know a way out. If we fail, and the Empire falls, I have one last resort. I fear it, but it is my last hope. We imprisoned Iklotil the Black Jaw in a soul core, alone for his crimes. Isolated like that, without any other souls in the lattice. His stone form seemed to retain much of his personality. Do I dare drain my own lifeblood into something we used as a punishment worse than death? We have toiled so long to defeat death. All I know now is fear. If the sky turns to blood, if flames consume Utsal, only then will I decide.
It appears this place now teems with energy. I should be quick. Of course, it's a form of harnessed corruption. Still unpredictable.
Oh dear. Now we just have to remove it from that giant construct. Good luck!
I should plunge you into a pit of scorpions for that.
Wow! You did it! Now you can use that soul core to power the mechanisms in the waterways. Good job with that construct, by the way.
Now, let me access these waterways. So, these are the Azak that Servi despises. I can understand why. If the Val was so intelligent, why would they build something that could flood their main city? That should do it.
The members of this expedition seem to believe that the ziggurat beneath our feet holds an ancient device that was intended to be used against the cataclysm that destroyed the Val. The source of that cataclysm was the previous beast, which means the device below may be exactly what we need to stop the new one. Find your way into the ziggurat, and let us see what the greatest minds of the Val Empire created. If they didn't manage to complete it in time, maybe we can finish their work.
Be warned, friend. The waterways on the Matlan River be a barrier between us and the Azak tribe. The Orok may be troubled, but the Azak, them are true horror. Their queen witch, Ignamdok, takes her child every blood moon. Why? I won't guess. If you trespass, only death awaits you. But if you survive, while you are there, please, rip out our heart. You should have never drained the lake. My tribe depends on the waters for our safety. How will we fend off the Orok or the Azak now? And worse, you have unleashed the horrors of the Val once more. Know this. You bring up bad omens from the depths that should have stayed buried, and you will regret it.
You drained the entire lake. I was going to ship in some Kalguran explosives. But that's one way to get into these temples, I suppose. Oh, Alva's found something. She's waiting for you at the base of these stairs. I'd join you, but I'm not sure how much I trust 2,000-year-old waterways to keep the city dry. You enjoy yourself.